Texas, go lay down. Yeah. Hey guys, I take it that you hear me because my meters are bouncing up and down here. Seems to be working. And the stuff that I just copied and pasted from pre-written thing about the streams, I am planning on starting to do streams regularly. And so, for instance, for somebody like Rob there, let me explain. And I understand the world is a big place and we've got lots of time zones and whatnot, and which are not always optimal for everybody. So my thinking is that those Tuesday and Wednesday night streams, for me, night streams would be more tutorial like, more, well, not tutorial, but more like, it's not sort of me actively working on a track or something, but it's more like prep work. I've been thinking of things that I can do, and those are basically planning on things to do live on the stream, and at the same time things that will benefit me greatly in my production work. So what I'm going to do, I actually have a sort of a schedule written down somewhere of the Tuesday streams. I'm going to start basically sampling my hardware synths. I'm not going to sample them all, you know, one sound by the other, like not one by one. But what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to use like maybe half an hour, maybe an hour, whatever, going through sounds, going through maybe like bank by bank or category by category, for instance, you know, pad sounds, bass sounds, this and that. Look at the chat a little bit, see what you guys, which ones you like, which ones you don't, or something, and making notes of those sounds. So first going through stuff and then coming back to them, like say, you know, I found 5 or 10 or 800 sounds that I like off the hardware, synth, then I'll just sample it, you know, do a little multi-sample depending on what kind of sample it is. I might tweak it a little bit, I might play with filters, you know, sample it, filter open, filter closed, or something like that if there's something specific about the sound. A lot of the, for instance, I have a Roland JV 1080, which is like a multi preset sound box which was all over the 90s hit records. Like it has organ basses and pianos and all kinds of stuff that is very, very familiar to a lot of people. It's not my unit, so it's a loaner, and I'm already sampled a couple of tracks, a couple of sounds which I used in, for instance, on my first album, on some tracks, and I'm going to sample a little more of that, and I think that could be interesting for you guys as well. And I'm also planning on maybe creating some packs to give away when doing that as well. And I mean, I can make that as complicated or as or complex or as simple as possible. I can just multi-sample a thing, edit it, make a sample instrument out of it, or I can multi-sample a thing, multi-sample another thing from the same unit but a different sound, mix them together, make an instrument out of that, or multi-sample a thing of the hardware unit, go to one of my plugins in Logic, whichever, and multi-sample that and make big, you know, huge instruments. And we'll see how big and complicated that I want to do or I want to take. And so, but while I understand, you know, for instance, you, Rob, if you're interested in my streams, you know, you might want to be sleeping then, which is, you know, I want to be sleeping 24/7, but can't. but it's just not your schedule. But the good thing about this is that it's not maybe the same as production and chatting back and forth, and they are more like sort of tutorial kind of like, and they shouldn't be any sort of copyright limited, so I can post those after the fact for everybody to rewatch whenever they want. And the same goes for my Wednesday, sort of, that I think that Tuesday is sort of the sampling day or the gear day. Wednesday would be like a tutorial day. I could tweak a kick sound, tweak bass, do a final mix of a track, do, you know, show how I'll do vocals, for instance. Stuff like that. So let me see if I can do this. Yay! Of course, Rob, dude, you are a mod whenever you are around and awake and good for it. You do not have to be around every time you see me come live. That's yeah, dude, don't even worry about that. I'm for now, I've made you and Jen mods, and I don't know either of you guys personally face to face. You guys have just been nice enough first on the chat. Smart people, not assholes, so I made you mods. I'm not paying you a dime at the moment or anything like that. So if you guys want to do it, I'm very, very happy. And you're not obligated to be here at any hour that you can't, or it's, you know, so don't worry about it. No energy drink. Damn it. Yeah, I know. I never know. I could know you. You could live at the next house from us. So, today, probably I'm not gonna yap too much, and again, it's the same track all over and over again. But I'm in a final mixing phase right now, and what I'm actually gonna do, and I think I'm gonna get in copyright trouble with that as well afterwards, but I've got a couple of great tracks that are in the same key as mine, are in the same BPM or the same range, 128. So I'm going to throw a couple of F minor tracks in as a reference, and then I'm going to start listening to my mix against those reference tracks, so as to figure out if I'm lacking in the bass department, if I'm, you know, too bright, too dull, if my mids are there. And not all the tracks are exactly the same, like sound and style wise, but they are in the same ballpark, so I should get a good gauge how crappy my you know, my mix actually is, or how good it is. Instia, where did the name originate from? Do you mean the name Darude? If so, so I know I have a couple of subscribers, maybe one, maybe five, I don't know. I haven't checked it out. But do we have any of you around right now? Because I made a sub emote the other day, and it said that it is approved, but I don't see one. I just see the... EvoDoc, how do I give titles for my instrumental tracks? That's a good question. You look at everything and anything and everything that's around you. I mean, there's tons of records that are called something like modulator, you know, filter, cutoff, mod freak, all kinds of stuff. Sandstorm's name comes from somewhere similar like that, but Rob, you don't have to, man. By the way, is there a, do you know, is there a way of giving subs on Twitch? I'm probably asking idiotic questions, but can you like gift subs, or can a channel owner make people subscribers if they want, like for free? What? Thanks, Rob. But you know what? The sucky thing is that I don't see the sub badge. JRich247. It's pronounced Ville. My name is Ville. Oh, this accentuates my great abs. Ville Virtanen. Ville. So Ville. I always say to people like, it's like an L and a half, because often, you know, English-speaking people say Ville or Vili. There's always like only one L, but it's an L and a half. There's a little rest on the L in the Finnish language. Ville. Oh gosh, refresh. How do I refresh the chat not getting the... Well, let's try that. Welcome to the chat room. Bye-bye. You lost all your... Great. Well, guys, I believe me or not, yes, please feel free, and all of you sub if you want to, but I don't think you're gonna hear it from me asking for you to sub. At the moment, for me, it is very much enough for you guys to just hang out with me and check out what I'm doing. And sometime in the future, if and when the numbers get bigger and my stream gets sort of, I get it running and I get it, you know, there's a good big grand purpose and stuff, I might be making it more subscriber based. But I also think that it's never going to be fully like you need to always pay to whatever, get shit from me, or, you know, get to... I think I'm just going to keep it quite open for the foreseeable future. Oh, now I see the badge. How do you say your name? R3WT root? Well, anyway, I am looking for a graphic designer. Yes, I also already had Genuine reach out the other day, and she's offering some stuff for me. I'm not gonna kind of put you guys against each other, but I'm definitely interested in seeing what you have in mind as well. Root, okay, cool. So if you guys see Rob's badge. How does that look to you guys? Is it too small to make out? Rob, how do you find your new badge? All right, so Rob, I actually see, hold on a sec. I see the badge, but I don't think it's supposed to be in a... Let's do that now, Gargitty, for a little while at least. I'm gonna see if you're a nice mod or not. So where is my photos picture? The sub badge resolution is 18 by 18, 36 by 36, and 72 by 72, I think. But in this chat, it is, I think, the 18 by 18. That that resolution of the picture is such a tiny picture that I don't know if anybody can make it better, but that is a grab straight from the video, and drawing flies, I actually made 3. When you submit it through the system, and you can't get approved if you don't submit all the sizes. So it is there. Yeah. So I'm going to make some emojis as well when I get around to doing that, or maybe I'll have somebody else do it. But I don't know if you guys see this. I'm gonna just try and show this to you. So I went through my couple of the first videos, because let's be honest, we all know about the sandstorm meme stuff and whatever, and I'm totally fine with that. I can live with that stuff. So I took screen grabs, and so let's see if I can. Come on, can you not go to the next one? No, of course not. So yeah, a lot of my faces, but I tried to get the shades. Then could use the yellow viper as well. It's not the greatest, but come on, dude. Fighter pilot, hockey champion, Lost in a Sandstorm. Beautiful Alien from Beautiful Alien video. Beautiful Alien. And then there's a Sandstorm graffiti from Sandstorm music video. By the way, so I don't expect that you guys have, memorized every second of the Sandstorm music video, but have you noticed this? Those who have seen it and who have carefully looked at it. Can you make what it says? Sandstorm. So when the music video was made, the production crew made it so that in the video, actually, let me try and find that. So in this part here, we're running on a railroad track, so there's actually a Sandstorm graffiti, which is a real graffiti that was illegally painted overnight before the shooting day, and then we were sort of in a closed, restricted area shooting as well. Those railroad tracks were not really in use, but it wasn't supposed to be, well, we weren't supposed to be there. But so the police came. Yeah, we're shooting a music video, and we just needed to promise that right after the shoot, which we needed to end up quite quickly after that. That needed to be painted over, so it needed to be painted gray. So I was able to kind of stitch together a thing of the graffiti. I think that would need to be touched up, kind of like make the color stronger and quite like a little more even. But that would make a cool sort of I don't know if anybody can see it as an emoji, but maybe we can do something else with it. Fost, FSD. The brand is Örgren. It's a Danish brand, and hold on a sec. It's the weird. Örgren. It's a Danish brand. I think it might be still around, but I haven't bought a pair of those in a while. Well, actually, I got them for free. Root, darude@darude.com is my email address. It's my personal address. I use spam arrest, so you probably are going to get a bounce back email. Punch in the numbers and it'll get to me. Oh, Tunity, yeah, that's a good idea. The emoji numbers are dependent on follower numbers, and I read somewhere. Oh, actually, subscribers required. So when you have 0, you can do 2. When you have 25 subs, you can have 4. When you have 50, you can have 600. You can have 8, 250. So if you go to help.twitch.tv, there's subscription, help files, whatever tutorials, and also about like what size the emotes have to be and such. J Rich, I don't know how much they cost. I'm not sure what. Let's try this. Gotta find the right sound. And then I gotta take the EQ out for a little. What? All right. I guess it has to be done once every stream or something. Oh, Rob, thank you, my man. Opportunity, thank you. And I just realized that you didn't have the good sound. Hold on, how about we try that again then? That was a little bit shitty then. That better? EQ on so I don't forget. Hey Rob, can mods do that many emotes? Woo! Okay, so the chords of this track. Yeah, damn mods.
Don't let the night get away. Don't be afraid. Don't stand in your way. There's changes that you want to make. Don't let it fade. It's time to escape. Go, run and be free. You can be one of the chosen ones. One of the chosen ones. One of the chosen ones. One of the chosen ones.
These are a black version of them.
Don't be afraid, don't stand in your way. There's changes that you want to make. Don't let it fade, it's time to escape. Go, run and be free. You can be one of the chosen ones. One of the chosen ones. One of the chosen ones. One of the chosen ones.
Speed dealers. Aussie's fallen. Lanar. Thank you. As reloaded. Hello. One of the chosen ones, yeah. Come on, Logic. Okay. Okie dokie. Pez Reloaded, I think Evil Neon said that he just got his notification. I don't know how the notification thing works. I think I have everything like on what is supposed to be on. What? Hey, Jen came back as well. Hey, good to see ya. Cool. Okay, so guys, the remix, it's so hard for me now again to just work on a remix because you have good questions and it's fun to talk to you, but I am going to try and concentrate on this. But I can, before I go on actual mixing, tweaking stuff back and forth, I added another kick. I can show you just, there's a little bit of a, so there's one kick that is the main bass part, and this is it. Then I have another kick that brings a little bit of snap and sort of mids. One kick. Actually, how does it sound now with my mic on? I have my mic off because now you hear it from the machine and my mic. And one more to be adding to that, sort of a little mid-rangey, and then I'm gonna probably compress them together a little bit. So what I have going on here is I've set up this whole project so that all of my separate track sounds, they don't go directly to the so-called master bus output, but they go to a pre-master bus, which basically is like my mastering bus or mastering setup. And that way I have another bus set up next to it that is so-called reference bus. So this way I really easily can have a reference that goes clean and unaffected to the master bus, as well as I can have a final bus that goes to the master bus as well, where I can sort of do like makeshift mastering and listen to my actual final mix against another track that is like a commercial release. So here is my comparison. And so now I'm going to be listening to and looking at sort of comparison, definitely mostly listening to, but also looking at waveforms and graphs. So here's the kick. Obviously at this point I have more drums and stuff going on than in this comparison mix. But what's important is that my kick is sort of about the same. I think actually I will have to drop everything a little bit and put my kick a little louder just in general. Let's go further. There's very little happening in this mix right here. That's fine. Yeah, if you recognize the track, or if you know dance music, you should recognize this track. This is an amazing song. But I think it only gets going here, so let's try this. Okay, so grab that part and put it there where my track drops. So okay, so that comparison tells me that my mix is not as like I think mine has way more sort of layers and synthy stuff that is I mean not necessarily bad, but it's like it's distraction and or how do I say? Let's try another track. Okay, this is an amazing track as well. This is my buddy, or actually two of my buddies, Joonas Hahmo from Finland and K-System, Kimmo Kauppinen from Finland. I've been playing this track. I've been playing the shit out of this track everywhere this year. This is an amazing track called Ocean Drive, Joonas Hahmo and K-System, and it just happens to be in the same key. Sort of similar track maybe. Let's try that. Now, okay, so it's a little louder most definitely a couple of dBs louder than my master thing here. Let's try it again. And it also sounds a little different anyway. Okay. Both of these are actually telling me that my mix is lacking. The kick drum is a little quiet. There's not as punchy. Let's try this. Shit. And some of you might recognize this. This is Beautiful Alien, my own track. It's also in the same key, so it's a good comparison. I know the mix, it sounds pretty good. And it is mastered and it's sort of, you know, it's a commercial release, so it's good to mix or compare to that as well. So here goes. So I think right now the main thing is that I will have to do two main things. I'll have to make my kick a little louder, and also like one of the snares. I have about a million snare and clap sounds like. I have to make that a little snappier and louder as well. I think I have to find, or there's one or two snares that have a little more low end, so I'll push those up a little bit so it adds a little bit of body. And then compared to the kick and the snare, I'll have to turn everything down just a little bit, and I also have to clean out my sounds, like sort of there's a lot of this mid-rangey, not ring, but just space. Listen to this. So the Dean remixes, Dean remix now is a little, it's like airy and there's this, and it's airy and space is good in a mix, but when it's sort of like, when you can hear it, when you can actually hear it, then there's too much, so I need to pull back a little bit of that, yeah, Jonas, you're right. Some of the percussions are a little loud. Do you mean the? Hold on a sec. You mean plucky bass-ish sound? Would be then this mute guitar. Is this too loud? Sariana, yeah, I agree. It has to stand out because it is sort of the lead thing there. But I mean, maybe reducing some frequencies of it. Maybe some frequencies of it, yeah. Let's try one more thing. Where's Dean's own thing? It's there. Dean's track sounds, first of all, louder. I'll drop that a dB or two. But then it does have a way stronger kick. But it's also a matter of, it's just a different kind of track. So that's not the cool. So I can hit that. One of the chosen. So first of all, Jonas plays games. Yeah, I already upgraded. I bought the Kick 2. Haven't really used that too much more. I just tried it out, but I haven't actually worked on a new track. Well, this is actually a new track, but I started this from another, or basing the drums, initial drums for another track which already had the kick one, so I haven't really done too much with that yet. Yeah, guys, how do you find my new subscriber badge? Jonas, I mean, I don't know what else could a kick plugin have. Like kick 1 was really great already, but now this 2, I mean, you can EQ, you can compress, you can distort, you can have, was it 3 click sounds or whatever samples you want. I mean, dude, it's a one, it's a Swiss Army knife for kicks. I know there are several others that do similar stuff, but I'm like, since I got the first one, I haven't really, I mean, yes, I do sampled kicks layered with that one, but just getting the low end and getting the right tuning, the right kind of sort of sine wave, it's amazing for that. So a lot of these are very low and free. So what the- Okay. Okay, so let's see if I can find something extra in the paths. Okay, who's asking questions? Elirar. Do I ever play online games? Not never, but very, very rarely. I'm not really a gamer that much. Though, now that I've gotten some of your attention, I might actually do some sort of a gaming session here and there too. But I'm more of a, I don't know, like your, say, car game kind of guy or whatnot. Not, I don't have too much time to invest in complex stuff that I know that some of the games are. But I mean, I like and I appreciate the technology, and the games are amazing these days. Nardap. Yes, I am going through the drums and seeing if there's like too much sort of frequencies that I don't need. So I'm going through them like kind of solo. Then I remember what I did. Then I listen to them as a whole or bunches of those tracks and see. I'm trying to make this like cleaner and a little crisper. Like instead of having several hi-hats go, I decided to figure out a couple of hi-hats that I'm making a little brighter, and so they are like coming through a little better. I make the clap a little snappier, the kick drum a little louder. I have like pairs of loops that are similar, for instance, like do like but with different sounds, have a similar rhythm. I put them like left and right, put them wide, so it kind of creates a little bit of stereo imaging on the drums. And just basically going through the sounds and figuring out what I can make it do to make it a little cleaner, crisper, more defined, have sounds more in the right places. Okay, so I'm just going to see if there's a couple of questions. My DAW is Logic Pro. Needs more cowbell. I agree. I stood up, although it's painful because of my gym session the other day and my calves are freaking killing me. Alright guys, back to tweaking. Oh, actually was going to say about this. So this drum loop right here is from Dean's original track. It's a cool loop. I like the rhythm. I like how it's like there's a groove to it. There's sort of a tribal-y feel or whatever. But so I'll make it loud so you can hear it. But so at 230 hertz, there's this. That. And the thing is that it doesn't go with the key of the song, which is fine when it's more like a track that doesn't have that much going on, like, you know, in the same range or whatever, it's fine. And the loop sounds good on its own. But so, this does not sound good with my bass line if you check this sound. So my track goes, it's F minor. It does hit the A sharp, that's fine. but with the F minor it doesn't kind of work. So what I'm doing is that I'm just basically, I've noticed it's about 230 Hertz. I'm taking it down about, well, it kind of depends on, I didn't decide, maybe 9 dBs. If you listen to the loop now, it's still there but faint, it's almost gone. If I take it off, okay, so just took sort of a frequency, or quite narrow frequency, range or whatever, notched it out. Okie dokie, so that's there. Okay.
Don't let the night get away. Don't be afraid. Don't stand in your way. There's changes that you want to make. Don't let it fade. It's time to escape. Go, run and be free. You can be one of the chosen ones. 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 night get away. Don't be afraid, don't stand in your way. There's changes that you want to make. Don't let it fade, it's time to escape. Go, run and be free. You can be one of the chosen ones, one of the chosen ones. One of the chosen ones, one of the chosen ones. One of the chosen ones, one of the chosen ones. One of the chosen ones, one of the chosen ones. Run and be
Jonas. Okay, I'll try that. I will try that. You know what, guys? Just back to the gaming thing. I actually really want to find my Commodore 64, hook that up somehow, and maybe stream some Commodore games. Or maybe if it doesn't work anymore, maybe I'll have to find an emulator and do it. But yeah, like Wizards of War and River Raid, for instance, were my favorite games. I should take a look at that. Hey, I gotta go for a minute. The wife just came home with groceries, so I gotta go carry some bags in. I'll be back in I don't know, 5 minutes or so. Lates.
Don't let the night get away. Don't be afraid. Don't stand in your way. There's changes that you want to make. Don't let it fade. It's time to escape. Go, run and be free. You can be one of the chosen ones, one of the chosen ones. One of the chosen ones, one of the chosen ones. One of the chosen ones, one of the chosen ones. One of the chosen ones, one of the chosen ones. Run and be Don't let the night get away. Don't be afraid. Don't stand in your way. There's changes that you want to make. Don't let it fade. It's time to escape. Go, run and be free. You can be one of the chosen ones, one of the chosen ones. One of the chosen ones, one of the chosen ones. One of the chosen ones, one of the chosen ones. One of the chosen ones, one of the chosen ones. Run and be
Yeah, now you're back, and now I'm back. Gotta order. I don't have too much time left. Gotta go do a couple of things at the house before our friends come over. But so I'm gonna go through a couple of more things in the track, listen to it once or twice more against the other tracks, and I think I got it a good bit better sounding and more kicking, just doing a couple of tweaks. And I'll show you a thing, but before that, Rainbow Llama, Darude play on Tomorrowland. I really wish that I will. I don't know yet, and even if I did know, I wouldn't be able to say it out before I got something confirmed. But anyway, the whole thing is that they book sort of there are certain names based on certain things, and I haven't had a big hit in a long time, so that's why I'm not like on the main stage of something like Tomorrowland, which is, it's understandable. Sometimes it's really sucky as well as a DJ, but that's the way life goes. If you guys want to affect those things, whether it's your local club somewhere in the world or whether it's Tomorrowland, you can go and email or tweet or whatever those places and those promoters, those club owners, those main DJs, well, not DJs really, and tell them, hey, you want Darude to be playing Sweet Dean Mason remix for you on a big stage somewhere. The strength in numbers. But hey, so about this track, so one, I don't know, I don't want to say trick, it's not a trick, but it's like a technique that I'm using is, so here in this part, I'm calling it like it's a second chorus or extra chorus. First there's a drop, goes like this. This part, but then there's this second part of the chorus. Okay, so what this has is there's several layers of this. Come on. Here. 3 sounds in that. And then there's this little plucky thing that kind of plays with it. It sort of plays in between and different notes, but then sort of in the end always the notes meet. Well, that wasn't my main point though. So then there's this sound, this sound, which by the way, from here, this is the drop part of the chords are the same, the sound is the same, but this is that's an octave higher. I mean, lower first and then it goes here and it's an octave higher. And even that is not the trick thing. But so then when these pluck things and these start here, I have a thing called C6 sidechain from Waves on these. Well, not all of these, but that main thing. And what it does is, yeah, actually it's on the whole thing here. Yeah, on the channel. What it does is that whenever there's vocal playing, it's a sidechain compressor setup where every time a vocal plays, it ducks down a frequency range between, well, I think the range is 379 hertz is the middle frequency, and then it's kind of carving a little bit out. So every time a vocal plays on this track, so you can be, whatever one of the chosen ones comes in here, a certain range of these sounds go down so as to make a little bit of room for the vocal. And it's supposed to happen so that because the vocal comes in and is sort of the main thing, you're not supposed to notice that these things go down in that certain range. So they don't go down just everywhere, but there's a frequency range that I've made them go down. And so
You can be, you can be, you can be, you can be one of the chosen ones, one of the chosen ones. You can be, you can be, you can be, you can be one of the chosen ones, one of the chosen ones.
Now that there's no vocal, it's not ducking down at all. When the vocal starts here, the ducking starts again, which just means that the synths go down a little bit. Check it out.
You can be, you can be, you can be, you can be one of the chosen ones, one of the chosen ones. You can be, you can be, you can be, you can be one of the chosen ones, one of the chosen ones.
So from around 2,400 hertz, where sort of the vocal rings or plays most, or those frequency ranges are good. I'm ducking down the synth, and I've set the limit down to 6 dBs, but it doesn't even duck 6 dBs. It's like, based on the threshold, it's maybe like 3 or 4 dBs tops. And because it's a narrow range, you still hear the whole synth, and you might not even notice that that range is reduced. But the purpose of this is that it makes a little hole or little room for the vocal so that you hear it better. And also mixing wise, it sort of saves you on the headroom, because there's a little more headroom after the narrow bit of the synth is reduced. Lilium, yes, exactly.
You can be, you can be, you can be, you can be one of the chosen ones.
I don't know if you guys hear that. Carlo Bear, I do read chat, but I sort of tend to ignore smart comments like dududu. Carlo Bear, don't even worry about it. I was just being snarky. I really don't care. It's fine. Go do that if you want. But then you'll move on. Okay. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. No. is going on here? Oh, so one I don't know if it's cool or whatever, but one thing that I often do as well. So here you have your master channel where I'm sending everything and I'm comparing sounds. So listen to this. This is my track that I'm comparing to. You can get a pretty good feel of how the actual like low end sounds, for instance. Oh, come on. Okay, so here the kick is really a lot shorter and solid. Do you get my idea though? So you're listening to it only the low end basically. Gandalf. I am not gonna go through mixing techniques or something like that right now. And actually, in fact, guys, I gotta go in a minute, like literally in a minute or two. Bearded Kevin, no, I live in Finland. But I'm really going to start, I'm gonna do like some tutorials or tips and tricks and whatnot kind of thing. I think that's gonna be like Wednesdays. Tuesdays, I'm gonna do like my scheduled Tuesday thing and Wednesday thing are now starting to happen, maybe next week already. Tuesdays, I'm gonna do more like sampling my hardware synths, going through plugins, going through sample sets, sample packs, and then Wednesdays maybe like more like tutorial stuff. How do I tune my kicks? How do I, mix this and that and stuff like that. But here is a little tip. You want to know how the low end sounds compared to somebody else's? Well, how about EQing everything out? Okay, my kick is a little longer. It's not as punchy as this one. So that kick is maybe like dB or 2 louder at least. How about here, this? Well, cool. I'm actually, it's not. This is Beautiful Alien. Yeah. The same ballpark. I actually can turn my kick up a little more. Maybe a dB. See how it behaves then. I can also maybe shorten my kick a little bit. Well, this kick is really short, but that also has a different bass line. Let's go here. This is just showing that I'm not that far off. You can do the same, of course, with high, like low cut. What the hell am I doing? Come on. Like this. Just do whatever. Okay, so that to me says that the ballpark is definitely good. I'm not very far from like my actual final mix. So I'm gonna go and say final mix. Now that just is this is my final mix session. I'm gonna save it, hit OK, and what I always do in the end of a mix round is just going to hide my references. Come on. Then I'm going to end of each mixing round, I'll bounce the thing out so I can get it on my phone. Then when I'm in a car, I can take a listen to it in a car, for instance. And car testing for me is crucial. Everything should be playing, no mutes anywhere, and sort of home mastering on. So hitting bounce, baby, bounce, baby, bounce. Come on, Logic. Oh. Okay. Cool. So I'm letting this now bounce, and I gotta bounce. I gotta go tend to the wife and the son and clean up the house a little bit with them, or prep for, we have a little bit of a get together in the neighborhood. And Nardap, what I'm going to try to do is Tuesday stream. It's my evening, US midday, Australia unfortunately sort of in the morning. And then Wednesday about the same thing. So Tuesdays would be possibly sampling my hardware synths, talking about sample kits, talking about synths, presets and stuff like that. Wednesdays about the same time, sort of a tutorial kind of thing more. And then if I have time, Thursdays and or Fridays, sort of DJ related stuff, checking out tracks and making DJ mixes. And then, but during my daytime, during my AM morning time, I'm going to be probably randomly here and there broadcasting production stuff, just me producing, because I mean I like that. That's fun for me, and it also actually makes me concentrate on working while I'm doing the chat with you guys. Yes, but at the same time, if I wasn't doing that, I would probably be every once in a while hopping on Facebook and whatever. I get distracted easily. So the non-scheduled stuff would be starting my AM in Finland, meaning late afternoon in Australia, for instance, Asia, and really early morning in US. And that would be just kind of like whenever I can, like this Chosen One remix with Dean, or Dean's track. I mean, I need to have a permission to do that out in the open. And you know, for some people, I actually got stems for a cool remix yesterday from somebody who so far I haven't talked even about live stream, so I can't do that remix live. Some record companies don't want that to happen, not for copyright reasons, but for reasons that then they want to promote the release their way, and if I sort of give it away before that release is coming, then they can't do it. But so thanks guys, Rob, Jen, everybody, all the followers and subbers, and I'll see you guys next time.